Good morning, guys. I am in Maldives on a small island called Rasdhoo. It's a local island, and I'm at the dive center called Men of Water that's just down there. And today we're exploring multiple dive sites. 3 dives today, and it's going to be sharks galore, hopefully octopuses, cuttlefish, all that stuff, and good visibility. That is key because the visibility has been a little bit off since the cyclone that happened in Sri Lanka. It's kind of come over here as well a little bit, so the visibility's been thoda off, but we're going to go explore. I've got Sham here with me as well, so it's going to be fun, and I'm going to take you along. Let's go. So we have Sham with us here. It's his first time exploring Rasdhoo properly. Well, that's a little boat over here. Going to be spending the next couple of hours on there, and then heading back for lunch, and then heading back on there. I'll take you a little tour on the dive boat and what it entails. We got a little tank setup area over here. Our equipment's down over here. Sham's over there, and the bathroom of this place is actually inside there. I don't really want to show you that, but it's just in there. Yeah, you kind of have to do
the door is from there.
Little bit Hogwarts type entry, and the engine is actually down there. You got a place to sit upstairs as well. It's quite lovely, and you have Sham back again here. That's it. That is it. We are heading out somewhere that direction. The water is pretty. There's normally some nose sharks in here, but pata nahi. We'll see what we get to explore. We will see what we get to explore. But look, today looks like a beautiful day and hopefully good visibility. Before we dive, we get a little bit of a briefing of what the dive site can look like. Here you can see it's a sloping reef with a beautiful sandy patch and then goes out towards the blue. The briefing is important. The first dive site is looking absolutely crazy. The sea is a bit rough, so I'm worried about the visibility. But we're going to a really nice dive site with the sandy bottom, so it should be nice. With these blocks that are like separated rocks that have a bunch of coral over them, so you tend to find these small creatures like nudies, frogfish, leaf fish, all these kind of interesting macro creatures. But also, you on the blue, you potentially have eagle rays passing by and rays passing by. We also have an overhang that we're going to explore 30 meters, so I'm going to take you along and explain that whole dive to you while I'm on it. It's going to be wild. Today is a little bit of a choppy day. I was hoping it wouldn't be because that's when the ocean is glassy. It's not very glassy, but that's Rasdhoo. We just came from there. This is another island. I don't know the name. It's got resorts and all those. But yeah, we're gonna go dive on and let me take you along. Maza aane wala hai, bro. Maza aane wala hai. So we descended down to approximately 27 meters on our first dive and were greeted by this beautiful school of yellow snappers. These guys are honestly my favorite because if you're calm around them, they surround you completely and make you part of their entire school. And they're just so much fun to be around. Look how pretty they are. They're just awesome. We stumbled upon this little weird moray right next to these yellow snappers. I don't know what he was trying to do. His head was sticking out from the bottom, tail is on top, no idea. And unfortunately, we also spotted one of the most fearsome fish in the ocean, the Titan triggerfish. Divers don't mind sharks, but when this guy's around, divers are scared. You can Google it. We kept cruising along with the current and saw this beautiful hard coral garden. These corals are quite resilient to climate change, but they're also affected, unfortunately. It was absolutely beautiful way to start the day. The visibility at the start wasn't so good, but once you descended down to 26, 25-ish meters, it started clearing up, became blue rather than green. Beautiful amount of yellow snappers, fusiliers, jacks, glassfish, small stuff. We even saw a juvenile scorpionfish, which was awesome. Obviously, I can't capture on this camera, but it was awesome. We spent around 35 minutes just in that small area, enjoying just being there and enjoying all of that. After that, we drifted away with the current, as you saw, and it was super nice. It visibility got a bit short. We're on the way to a second dive. I'm not sure totally where it is, but seeing that visibility at 26, it kind of got me excited to see what there is here because Rasdhoo is known for its visibility and glassy conditions. We've not been the luckiest, but obviously it's nature, things change. We are heading gently back towards Rasdhoo, so I presume the dive site is closer to the island. These are some resorts all across here and all the fancy people. But yeah, the day started off very nicely. We got 2 more dives. I will take you along as I did in the first one, and we're going to explore more and more and more. Rasdhoo is a very, very beautiful island. It is nice, quaint, has a decent bit of life on the island, but at the same time, it's got incredible diving, incredible visibility, and incredible opportunities to see a lot of things for beginner divers. So we'll take you around, and I will keep you in check with everything that's happening because it is a beautiful day. And I'm always excited to get in the water, so I will take you with me. Let's go. Before I set and get ready for the next dive, I wanted to show you this. When you're snorkeling, you tend to be at the shallow where the whiter part is, right? But I would always suggest coming a little bit deeper to this darker side because the dark side is where the reef starts sloping down. This is a gently sloping reef, but over there it's a little bit of a harder sloping reef, which is more of a wall. Those walls tend to have way more life and way more coral over there at the slope. So don't just hang around the sand bit, come a little bit out towards the edge of the wall and you'll see a lot of life as compared to on the sands. So when you're snorkeling, come a little bit out. Look how pretty this is. Our second dive was a drift dive. That means we just go along with the current and don't fight it. This dive was a little bit shallow and we were just having a great time cruising along. Plus, we saw these beautiful grey reef sharks just plop up from the blue, check us out, and keep on going with their day. I absolutely love sharks, bro. I like look at them, so pretty. This also was interesting because you can see these little worm-like things showing up from the bottom of the sand. They're garden eels. They're a vibe. They look like they're a part of some disco. They're also very shy. They hide the minute they see a human. Therefore, I left my camera there. That second dive was relatively short and it was zipping. Means like the current was super aggressive. Very good visibility, as you saw. Could see crystal clear for 20-30 meters ahead. The current was aggressive, means quite fast, and we were moving over a certain amount of pinnacles, so your current would be slow then fast and slow then fast, so adjusting was quite tricky. Sham did a really good job actually, because this was his first current dive that was so tricky with the up and downs. But we're back on the island. We're going to have some lunch and then head off for the third dive. The island kind of looks like this. That's Nell. The entire island kind of has these simple lanes running through from one side to the other, and both sides. This is a very grid format, so it's absolutely lovely. Nice coffee shops, nice restaurants, everything's balanced. We head for the third dive. The third dive is in a dive site called Madivaru, I think. Madivaru channel, and it is usually filled with sharks. On this dive, unfortunately, it was a very crowded place, and most of these divers didn't have simple etiquette. The divers next to me, behind me, everywhere were kicking corals, kicking other divers, including me. I had two divers right next to me on my left that were absolutely braiding my head with their fins, which is super unfortunate. This shark here you can see with a fishing lure. This is an uncommon thing, which is kind of sad. Apart from that, there were a bunch of sharks, 10 to 15 approximately, enjoying the channel, oxygenating their gills, having a great time. It is 6 p.m. Got back, had a nice little shower, cleaned up. The third dive was beautiful, really good visibility. I mean, it was beautiful apart from the people crowding like you saw. And like I explained, so that was slightly disappointing and frustrating. And a lot of these divers don't really care about where their feet go. I got kicked one time, corals were getting kicked, and it was kind of disappointing. But I guess that's just over time you learn that you have to be a lot more careful, and that hopefully will be taught by the dive centers more and more over time. Anyway, we're gonna go grab a coffee now. The day has been good. We have another day of diving tomorrow. We're gonna go to grab a coffee, go to the Bikini Beach. We're currently enjoying. There's a lot of cats over here, so there's like 1, 2, 3, and there's like 2 at the back. This is a half decent coffee place, I would say. It's so cute. Coffee time. I'm desperate for a coffee. We heard coffee, and the beach behind me is the Bikini Beach. It's the only place you can wear a bikini essentially, but it's super pretty, the rest of it. The pole is where the limit is, so you cannot wear a bikini after that pole. But look how beautiful the entire place is. It goes around the island over there. You've got some nice reef all across here. Really beautiful reef that you can go snorkeling in. Right now the current is kind of ripping outwards, so bad idea. But you got a nice little lagoonish area here that you can snorkel in. Yesterday in the evening, we did see some sharks, we did see some stingrays over here, so there is life, which is kind of cool that you're right on just a casual beach on a local island in the Maldives. You can see sharks. For example, right here, literally on the Bikini Beach, is a massive stingray right over here, just chilling, probably getting some dinner. Look at that! Right.